Let's talk about what happens to the bantamweight division if Aljamain Sterling beats Sean O'Malley this weekend. Aljamain has said he's going to leave the division and vacate the title, which already creates a succession issue in that division. It means the next champion isn't going to be seen as a real champion for a while unless he puts on some really good performances. The next issue is the greatest of all time discussion is going to be completely ruined. So you had help. You won the title via disqualification. You had help the whole time, someone in the division on your side, not fighting you, but hogging a top spot. And all of your performances have big problems. You have big advantages. You have a corner and your opponent doesn't. You have a left arm and your opponent doesn't. I don't know if it's a right or left arm. But you have both functioning arms. Your opponent doesn't. Your opponent is a weight division smaller, out of his prime, retired, and comes back to fight you. All of these are not GOAT status performances, but yet he has enough lucky performances to be called the greatest of all time. So the bantamweight GOAT discussion's ruined. Cool. But it gets worse. Don't worry. It gets way worse. Guess who's probably going to fight for that vacant or interim title? Merab Dvalishvili. See, we always thought boring styles are damageless styles, right? Guys will hold, they get takedowns and they hold their opponents down for the whole fight and don't cause damage. And we hate that. We say, oh, they're so boring. Surely someone couldn't be more boring. Merab Dvalishvili was like, hold my ugly fucking nose. How about I don't even get takedowns? How about I get takedown attempts over and over again to win a fight? That's his style. That's how he beat Peter Yan, one of the best guys in that division. He attempted takedowns so much that Peter Yan was just spent stuffing takedowns the whole fight. His style is actually the worst. There'll be no interest or hype in that division if Merab Dvalishvili is one fighting for a title. And also, who's he going to fight against? There's no one around. By the time Aljamain Sterling leaves, maybe Corey Sandhagen's back, but he's torn his triceps. He most likely won't be back in time. So Merab Dvalishvili fights someone in the top of the bantamweight division. No one really stands out from the crowd right now that deserves a title shot. So the next title fight at bantamweight, if Aljamain Sterling beats Sean O'Malley, is probably a vacant or interim title for Merab Dvalishvili to attempt 50 takedowns a round on some unknown bantamweight that no one cares about. I'm not tuning in for that. Are you? Nobody cares about those matchups. But that's likely to take place. This is going to ruin bantamweight for a while. But you never know. The sport is crazy. Maybe Corey Sandhagen flying knees Merab out cold and we're back to having interesting fights on that division. Now let's talk about the alternative. Sean O'Malley. If he wins this fight, it rejuvenates the whole division, creates a lot of hype around the next fights. They likely just push Merab out of the way because Marlon Vera, I think, is also going to get a KO on this card. So if Sean O'Malley and Marlon Vera both get a KO in this card, they'll do the rematch for the title, which again is hype. A great striking matchup. Everyone's going to be keen for that. And then they might just push Merab out of the way again, be like, no, you're too ugly. And they'll get Sandhagen versus O'Malley for the title. How fun will that be? We've got interesting fights. And even if Merab does still get the next title shot, and he might still win, we've still got hype. Merab has to avenge his fallen comrade, right? He has to avenge Aljamain Sterling. Good storyline. Sean O'Malley, one of the most entertaining fighters in the division versus one of the most boring fighters in the division. He has to keep this division entertaining. He must win this fight. Plenty of storyline and hype to go along with it. Maybe they'll fight over the jacket he stole. I need to get my jacket back. I need to KO this. Whatever. You get my point. There's going to be fun matchups if O'Malley wins this fight. When a fighter actually does live up to the hype, it is hype. It's super fun. As much as we all hated the super fans, the Conor McGregor super fans who were so annoying and didn't actually understand the sport, but all just watched for Conor McGregor. It was still hype as hell when he won. I'm not comparing Sean O'Malley to Conor McGregor. I know he's not that hype. He's not that popular. But I'm saying that him winning is equivalent hype for bantamweight anyway. For bantamweight on its own as a division, not the entire UFC. He doesn't boost the entire UFC like McGregor did. But he'll boost the bantamweight division if he wins. And I understand the point, the other side of this. People really like to see the Dana White privileged guy lose. And all the stupid fans who don't understand fighting that just tune in for one fighter cry. That's really fun. If O'Malley gets tapped out, I'll have a minute of happiness seeing all of the Sean O'Malley fans in the crowd regretting their face tattoo of Sean O'Malley's dick across them. Casual tears will run thick and it'll be entertaining as hell. I'll enjoy that too, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it for what's about to happen. Is it really worth seeing the casuals cry so that Merab gets a title shot and likely becomes champion? Oh my god. Bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili. You either like Aljamain Sterling that much and you just want to see him win and you're a fan of him, cool. or you hate... No, I don't see that as a point either. You can hate O'Malley as much as you want. Resonate with the points I'm making here. Him losing is not worth what's about to happen. Save us, O'Malley Kenobi. You're our only hope. Until next time, this is Zaya's Fight Hype. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you think I'm right, let me know. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. Give us a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.